G'day, Neon Doom here. Welcome to the Neon Doom room. What the? G'day YouTube, Neon Doom here. Welcome back to the Neon Doom room. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Merry New Year!
All the things that we missed out on last time. I've been away for a couple of weeks. I got COVID for the second time.
So be it.
I got it just before Christmas. I won't go into the particulars. And I cleared for Christmas, but my kid got it, then my other kid and my wife got it, and it literally was like one after the other and led us all the way up to Christmas Day. So we had a very singular family Christmas this year. But that's okay. It was nice. It was a good bonding experience.
Ho, ho, yo!
2022 is behind us. Welcome 2023.
No more! I can't take it!
2023 for the channel. A new beginning, I hope.
That's the joke.
And there's a moth flying through my room. What are you... Can you even... Great. You're flying right in front of me.
You have no respect.
I'm just going to show you some of the things I picked up. Some toys and some odds and ends. We haven't really talked about toys on this channel. We've done a lot of DVDs, VHS, cassettes, things like that, but we haven't done toys. Ow! Spiky! There's no toys in there. So let's talk about toys. There's that moth again. Stay out of my shots! That moth. He's just doing his... So in the course of going shopping for Christmas, I found a few odds and ends as well along the way. And they'll be included in this video. So let me just show you the things I got first. Christmas shopping, I found, well, this isn't a toy, but I found this when I was buying some lights for my kids. Some Minecraft lights, because my kids are obsessed with Minecraft.
Look at me, I'm mining in Minecraft.
In the same aisle, I found this for $5, and there were a few left, and there was some that was sealed, packaged and sealed. But there was one that was open, so I could see what it looked like. It's a Star Wars logo light. How cool is this thing?
What a piece of junk!
I haven't opened it. I'll show you when I open it. But this thing is cool. They had one out on display, like I said, and I had a look at it, and it looks pretty cool. A little button on it. So yeah, you just plug it in. It's USB. I don't think there's a power outlet. It does say 2 light modes: phase on and light pulsing. Wall mountable. So it's got a wall mount. I did see that on the other one that was in the store, and it is branded Disney, so it is a Disney product. Yeah, $5. I think it originally was 15 from memory. And a lot of those lights in the whole kids lighting section were discounted because it was right on Christmas, just before Christmas Eve.
I'd buy that for $1!
And I just picked up the 2 lights for the kids, and I just picked this up anyway. Because I could not say no, because I'm sure it's going to go back up to like $15, $20 again. So let's just open it. I did not prepare myself very well with a blade. There's one. Let's use it. Leave you up here, trusty knife.
I have normal sized fingers, at least I think I do.
I can't get my finger in that. There we go. Ooh.
It's a little bit fancy.
Instructions. Yeah, your basic things.
Has one of those. Please don't electrocute yourself and read all of this fine print. That's mostly just related to copyrights, Class B device, blah blah blah.
Micro USB port. Okay, so I'm going to have a million of these plugs. There is the micro USB. I swear to God, I have so many of these. I have like a whole cupboard full of them, but this is nice and long. and a USB plug. Very basic packaging. Got the paper wrapping on the outside of it. But this is so cool. Look at this. It's not, I mean, look, it's got blemishes on the outside, but they manufacture these very quickly. I really wish this didn't have, I don't know if the camera will pick that up, these blemishes on the top. But look, you're not going to really look at it, and there's your wall mounts there and there. But look, man, for somebody, and there's your plug there, who loves the Star Wars logo. This logo means so much to me as a young kid. You know, it was on the packaging for all toys, it was on the movie, and it really was just like an iconic image.
Yeah, alright. Do you have any bunions or lesions upon you? Let me check your feet.
For $5, very happy. I haven't tested it, I don't have any plugs handy because I've got the light running here for the camera, but I will test it and maybe I'll do some B-roll over the top of me talking. This should not have any issues in lighting it. I believe it looks quite good. Now, I do like the idea of sitting this on a shelf. I don't have many shelves left at the moment until I build some new ones, but the fact that I could mount it on a wall, not that I have any wall space in here, but I could mount it somewhere over there and it will look cool. The only problem would be, I guess, the cord down the wall wouldn't look very good. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that because that was a really cool find. I wasn't expecting to find something this cool for $5. So I'm very happy with that. The next thing I'm going to show you is I was in Toy World in Epping Plaza, and I was picking up, I'd noticed actually last time I'd looked that they had some pops, maybe some of the cheaper pops that had the bad packaging. I believe someone told me they had bad packaging run back in the day and they amended it. But I saw some of the bad ones which were still good looking but cheaper, and they had them at Toy World for I think $5 for $4.99. And I got my kids a couple of How to Train Your Dragon, whatever that dragon is called, the toothless dragon, and then the white one, so I got one for each of them. And then while I was there I also noticed a Game of Thrones one of Tyrion Lannister in battle armor, so I picked it up. It's still got the price tag on it. I love Game of Thrones. You know, I have some issues with Game of Thrones, but I do love Game of Thrones. The packaging is definitely very flimsy, so I can see what they mean when they say, there was a guy in EB Games that was talking about the different runs of Funko Pops, and the packaging is very flimsy. In fact, some of the pops in there had a lot of blemishes. I had to go through and find the ones that didn't have blemishes. Like, look, can you see how wonky the packaging is? Like, even down to the side here, like everything's kind of like stuffed in weird. I almost believed at the time it was a like a bootleg they were selling, but apparently these are real. So this is pop number 21. It just has very flimsy packaging around the outside of it, but I do like him. I'll do some B-roll. I do like him, and I've always liked Tyrion because he's a wordsmith and he's a very interesting character with a very smart brain.
Do you understand?
And somebody so little can make such a difference in the world. I really love that sort of thing. So anyway, you can see it was $4.99. Regular price was $21.99. They just had the whole stack of them. They had a bunch of characters I wasn't very interested in. If you tallied them all up, because there were lots of doubles and triples, there were probably only like 30 different pops there. And you know, you got to pick the ones you like. So anyway, Tyrion Lannister. I mean, $5, you can't go wrong. I love going to Toy World there because they have a lot of good deals. You won't always find something you like, but I thought that was pretty cool. So I got two of these. The first one I got some time ago because these are usually like Disney, Star Wars, Mandalorian, and well, just Star Wars figurines that they sell in Kohl's. Very cheap. Well, expensive still for me because I don't want to spend like $15. That's their price, around $15.
You're cheap!
And they come in pretty cheap packaging, and you know, the quality's not great, so you know, you don't always want to pick up something that doesn't look that good. But lately they've had some good ones, and I couldn't help but pick up the Mandalorian himself because they had them on sale. I think these were normally 15, like I said, but this one was on sale, I think, for 10. And it was a while ago I got this one for 10. I just sort of saw it. When I saw it and put it down. I came back, and that moth is seriously still floating around here. I came back and I bought it for 10. I'm like that when I go to stores. I'm like, 10's a good price, but I picked it up and I put it down. And I drove home, and I came back another day to do some shopping, and then I saw it and picked it up and put it down. I came back another time and I just picked it up because they were starting to empty the shelves. So I got him for about 10 bucks, I think. The thing I don't like about him is that there's no articulation in the legs at all. It's essentially just a statue with moving arms. And there are some paint problems. I mean, once again, B-roll, you might see it. But his helmet, his visor, it's painted quite badly, and some of the paint's faded off or wasn't painted in enough, so you don't get a nice sharp look. The gun could have just been done chrome as well, and some of the paint's a bit iffy. Like, I don't know why his leg is brown and that's not adamantium, that's Wolverine who's up there. Beskar. So I don't know why the Beskar is brown here when all the rest of it is just Beskar. I'm very confused. Some of the painting's pretty bodgy, but it's still a pretty good looking figure. I mean, for these figures, which usually, I have the Wolverine because I'm an old school Wolverine fan, and he has this big like screw holes in the arms that I've just left there. So look, it's not a bad looking figurine, and if I had doubles I would probably take this out and just put it on the shelf, but I just like it in the packaging. It's got the back picture on it. 10 bucks, I kind of semi-regretted it at the time. They could have painted it a little bit better, but it's not bad. Anyway, that was 10 bucks. Then, I think it was around Christmas. It was around just before Christmas or just after Christmas. I found this one, and I saw the Darth Vader. The Darth Vader was quite good. Basic, but good. And the thing that I liked about it was that he had a cape. He had a fabric cape. And I wanted him, but he'd already gone by then. I'll probably find him somewhere at some point. But then I'd also noticed the Kylo Ren, the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And he was very basic. He didn't have a cape or anything. He was just a basic kind of figurine. But he had the reforged helmet with the red welding lines or whatever they are. And I thought, I saw him there and I thought, oh, we'll just pick him up. And I couldn't see prices because sometimes the price tags fall off. So I just picked him up and I took him up to the front counter. I thought, I'll scan him. If he's 10 bucks, I'm not getting him. I was hoping for like maybe 7. So I took him up the front. First thing I did was scan him, and he came up as $3.50. I got him for $3.50, and it's no whoop-de-doo-dah because he's not the most amazing figure in the world. Once again, B-roll, I'll show you what he looks like. But he's not a bad looking figure, and the lightsaber is pretty cool looking. It's a good looking lightsaber. I'm not a huge, massive fan of the last trilogy set, but I liked the first movie, The Force Awakens. I thought that was a good Star Wars movie. The second movie, I had massive issues with the second movie. Once again, I don't want to get into a debate because I have very strong opinions on it.
I feel the conflict in you. It's tearing you apart.
And the third movie, I guess I could appreciate where they were trying to fix all the problems. They didn't get there, but I do like Kylo Ren's character. The whole story is very flawed, but I do like Kylo Ren's character, and I like his lightsaber is very classically like a knight's lightsaber, like a knight's sword, and is almost like an uncontrolled crystal because of how it works. But look, this figure's not bad, it's not good, and for $3.50 I'm definitely not going to say no. And picked it up, but his head moves. Anyway, pretty cool, $3.50, not going to say no. I got given a voucher for work. It usually happens at the end of the year. One year they gave us like a ridiculous amount of vouchers. I think it equated to about $250 worth of Prezi type vouchers where you could assign which shop you want to put on, or put it on a debit card. This year they gave us, I think it only equated to about 50 bucks. And I put it on a JB Hi-Fi voucher because that's what I like to do. And I went to JB Hi-Fi to look for toys. And I was very much interested in finding a Mandalorian toy. I knew there were some still on the shelves, and my daughters have been watching it, so I picked up this. It was actually discounted. It was originally $69.98, so pretty much $70, and they had them on sale. I can't actually remember the percentage that was off. It could have been 20 or 30%, but I got it for essentially 55. I think it was 55 or 54. The Mandalorian, and he's in Grogu, and they're on the Maldo Grease planet with those snow spider things, where he goes to eat the thing out of the egg and then they all hatch. Very alien-esque, very Ridley, and then they have to battle their way out. But I like this one because he's very clean. He's got his rifle, his disintegrator, no disintegration. He's got his disintegrator rifle, a little cute Grogu up here, and I don't even know what you'd call these. Maldo Grease spiders, maybe, in the egg.
Yeah? Good.
Very cool. The other one they had there was the mud one, where he fights the monster for that kind of giant beast to get the egg, the fairy egg. And I wanted that, but the mud covers most of the armor, and I wanted the figure with his armor. So I will get that at another time, but I'm not paying $70 for it, I'll tell you that much. I will try to get it somehow on a discount of some kind. But that was a good find. And look, essentially cost me nothing. I think I paid an extra $4 or something on top of my own to use the voucher for it. They're very expensive figurines. They're not the kind of figurines that I would buy. There's the back. They're not the kind of figurines I would go out and buy regularly, because it just is a lot of money. I don't spend that much money on toys. I'm cheap.
You're cheap!
Anyway, very happy with that. That will go back in the collection up there next to some of my other ones. That most of the ones I've bought from JB Hi-Fi, I've put them on vouchers or as gifts or whatever. But very happy with this collection of Mandalorian things. The other thing I want to show you, something I got a little while ago when we went down the coast to Mornington. We all went into a toy store down there. It was similar to a Toy World, but like whatever their version of it is. So it was half filled with your standard toys that have big companies behind them, the Hasbros and the Kenners and all that stuff, and then the other stuff that was in there was kind of like the crappy cheap toys that you get elsewhere. So it was a bit of a mix, but anyway, I found these cute Mandalorian Grogu sets. They're all got different poses, like he's eating the frog creature, and then another one with a bowl, and another one reaching for the force with the force. And I picked one. I think they were really cheap. They were like $3 each or something. I think I took the sticker off this one. So I got the Grogu drinking out of a bowl. And I think there was 5 or 6. It's very cute. Once again, B-roll will show. But then I noticed just not long ago, and very badly packaged. I mean, like, they're all like this. The packaging for these cheaper ones, look on the back, I just noticed that. Grogu, Yoda. Yeah, so the packaging is, like, the photographs are good, but the packaging is very poor. In fact, this one has been cut. So maybe that one was opened already. But they came as sets, and I also noticed there's no Disney logo. These are definitely 100 life-size. It even said, look, life-size, let me read it, life-size collectible figurine, or figure. Life-size collectible figure. Does Grogu, is that his life-size? Maybe his life-size, if he's holding him, that would actually be probably life-size, I would guess. But no, not life-size. Very cheap. Look, the toy is not bad looking. Like, it's cute. And in fact, you can see on the back here, there's all the other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're very cute. They're very cute. I wanted to get them all, but I wasn't going to pay $3.50 for each. Don't know what that tallies up to off the top of my head. 3, 3, 3, 9, 50, 50, 50, 10, 10, 50, 22. No, 21. Sorry. Is that right? Anyway, I wasn't paying $21 for 6. Not then. Anyway, we're on holiday. I just picked out one. Kids picked out a toy. I was happy to take this one home. If I see them floating about, I'll pick one up. Anyway, I thought that was really cool. You know, I'm a bit sad that it's not a legitimate figure, but I just like figurines. I don't really care necessarily. I used to collect bootleg figurines back in the day, so I'm not terribly against collecting bootleg figures. But very cute Grogu. Oh, I forgot to talk about you. Let's talk about you just briefly, because I also... I can't remember. I got a voucher. I think it was a Christmas voucher. Got a Christmas voucher. And I went to JB Hi-Fi because I like IG-88 and IG-11 from Mandalorian. I got the IG-11 from the Mandalorian. I love this. It's meant to be the stylized, like the art at the end of the Mandalorian. They always put the stylized art scenes, like the paintings. And I like this oversized Star Wars packaging style. And you get the credits. I just thought it was cool. These are kind of expensive. I think this was $40. I think it was on special and I got it for cheaper. I can't remember. I think it was about $39 and then I got it on discount. But anyway, it didn't cost me anything. I got it with a voucher and I'm very happy with it. And that's all. I'm just going to say that because I forgot to add this one to the other video. And I'm running out of room in here, so I'm going to build some shelves so I can get this stuff out of bags. And look, this is Neon Doom. Thank you for listening to me rant on about toys, and a moth that's finally settled down. And we'll see you in the next one. You take care. Oh, before you go, make sure you like, subscribe, and, you know, leave some comments. What toys do you like? What toys have you bought? What have you got to say about the Mandalorian? Do you like the Mandalorian? Maybe you like this figure better than the one with the mud, or the mud better than this one. What do you think about bootleg figurines? Like them? Hate them? Indifferent? And which one of these two you think is better? You decide. Talk to you soon. Neon Doom out. This beanbag is so noisy. And uncomfortable. High quality YouTube experience.